Hey everybody, aloha, hola, ciao, cuckoo, annyeong. Cuckoo is another cute way to say salut or bonjour to kids, just so you know. Welcome back to the vlog. I've been sitting in the car for 70 minutes. The first 50 were pretty bearable. I was watching a Facebook Live from one of the people I had met from my home business back in New York. You already knew that I lived in upstate New York, so I can tell you. I met her back in New York. So the first 50 minutes were okay. Now that I realize it's been another 20 minutes and he's still not done, the only reason I am sitting here, I think I can show you, the only reason I am sitting in the car while he's at work, something that should have been quick because it was signing a few papers, is because I have to do, hang on a second, I have a product delivery, and I said, well, the delivery is close to where you work, so I'll just ride with you and you sign your papers, then I'll go deliver my stuff. That was 70 minutes ago. Had I known this was going to take so long, I would have just stayed home because I have my first ever Facebook Live tomorrow, which I mentioned yesterday, and I've prepared diddly squat for it because yesterday I was too busy feeling sad about my new diagnosis of female pattern alopecia. I have not wanted to do any research on it because I had already researched telogen effluvium, which I also do have. I had researched that to understand it, obviously, understand my treatment options, things like that, so I can make informed choices. It was not as terrible to say I have TE as to say alopecia, because TE is reversible. You do get your hair back if you treat it on time so the follicles don't close and your hair can regrow. Some people even get thicker hair when their TE reaches those last phases and then hair comes back out. Alopecia is a whole different story. It is not reversible. There is no cure. It is only treatment, and I did not want to read any more about it because I already have that with Crohn's. No cure, not reversible, treatment for life. I've mentioned before that my hair loss was mostly here on the sides. Same there as over here, but when this popped up right here, then that's when the doctor said, confirmed alopecia. My parting, I mean not now because my hair is combed differently. My parting is straight in the middle. I don't think I can show you right now. But you see, this isn't supposed to be this wide. Not at all. So I have, like this, my part is widening, and then this started happening. I don't know how to say it in English, la entrada. Gosh, I can't even think about it. But see, this side isn't so bad as this side. It's more bare. And well, I kind of gave up. I'm accepting it, and I put my hair up in a donut today. I'm already trying to offer solidarity with Crohn's disease, invisible illness, and chronic illness. Why not also offer solidarity with hair loss? Anywho, just wanted to turn on the camera since I've been in here for over an hour without talking to anybody. I was just watching that Facebook Live, and I don't know, I guess I'll see you when I get home, whenever that is. Need to vent a little bit right now. I'm so angry, and even as I'm smiling, trust me, I'm angry. As you can see, I'm driving. I was already kind of close, just like not there yet, but kind of close to the person I needed to do the delivery for, and I get a call from my husband asking me, did you leave? I really don't want to cuss and swear on YouTube. It's not my way of expressing anger, but the words are so close to the tip of my tongue right now. I'm so angry. I waited an hour, exactly 95 minutes. I waited exactly 95 minutes before leaving the parking lot, and then he gets out. He had called me 30 minutes in to tell me it's going to be another 30 minutes. After those 30 minutes passed, he didn't call me to tell me it's going to be another 30 minutes. So I waited another 30 minutes and I left. 5 minutes later, he's out. Oh, I'm okay, seriously. This is not the healthiest way to vent. I don't like getting like this. It brings back so many memories of when this used to happen almost on a daily basis when we used to live back at our old duty station. My home business was a lot more active. I used to see customers at their homes. I used to do deliveries. I used to have my Monday trainings and meetings. We were constantly sharing the car. It was a big headache, especially when it used to snow. Woo, waiting in in the car freezing. I used to have to get out of the car and wait in his office just to get a little warmer. Fortunately, it hasn't been as frequent since we moved here. Again, my business was a little slower. I was starting practically from zero again. This definitely triggered something for me because you can see this is not me. This is not my normal me. Yeah, obviously this is me, but oh boy, did that really just... We're home, everything is fine. You know, my husband and I don't fight. I did give him a little bit of attitude when he got in the car, but he totally knew where I was coming from, which is also why we don't fight. We understand each other. If one or the other has a little bit of attitude or something's going on that's not super happy, let's just leave it there. The other one knows how to back off or how to talk to the other person and make them feel better, so it was all good. When we got home, we did our grocery list together. He went to do groceries just a few minutes ago. I also, by the way, if you haven't checked this out, I printed out some coupons on coupons.com. Not sponsored. I just like to share with you some of the things I use and have helped me out in the past couple of years in case you don't know about them and you want to try them out. This is all pretty, like everything that I tell you on my channel is not sponsored. Coupons.com. I believe it also works in Puerto Rico. My parents tried it out. You just print out coupons for food, healthcare, hygiene, household, medicines like over-the-counter medicines, and pets. You can get dog food, treats, cat food, litter, things like that. I printed out some coupons, and then when he gets home, I'm going to check out the cashback apps. Again, not sponsored. So I bought a Checkout 51, Fetch Rewards. I use quite a few of them. Receipt Hog, Receipt Pal, and just with the same receipt, I scan it. Some of them give you points, some of them give you actual cash back that you can deposit into your PayPal account. Just in case you didn't know, you can go check that out. Once he left, I sat down to do this, and this is the part I want to share with you. This is just a brief behind the scenes of what I do to prepare for some of the things that I do. I know from experience that a lot of times some of the things that we devote our time to go a little bit unappreciated, if not completely, or people tend to think that it either comes easily to us. They think it's just something very simple. You know that tomorrow I have my first ever Facebook Live. I've obviously done like Instagram Lives and Facebook Live when I'm somewhere with my husband and I want to show people what I'm doing in the moment and turn on the camera and that's it, and I upload it. But doing a live with people, hopefully who will tune in and interact with me. I also want to share some stuff on my screen. I want to show them some stuff I have here on the table. That takes a lot of preparation, coordination, organization, so that it's not just you in front of the camera kind of leaving that awkward space and doing the nervous laugh and doing the shaky hands and just kind of like being in theater. If you've ever done public speaking, you know the feeling. So I've never done that, and there are also different ways of doing lives apparently. The one I was watching today in the car was actually a Zoom live on Facebook, and that just completely like twisted all the noodles in my head. So I'm doing a little bit of research here because I don't have anybody to train me. I don't have somebody who has done this before and can come here and explain to me. So hey, go here, click on that, then link this and do that and schedule it. And like right now I'm reading something about an encoder. Completely new language for me, completely new vocabulary word. What do you mean encoder? This Facebook, by the way, Facebook, if you're watching, you gotta make this a little, dumb it down a little bit, you know? I'm not saying I'm dumb, but if I've never seen the word encoder before and I go to help, how can you just throw that word out at me? Explain to me, what is it? So I went over to basics, the basics section, and it still wasn't that basic. I instantly wanted to just go to YouTube the easy way and find somebody who could tell me how to use Zoom on Facebook or how to do a live Zoom on Facebook. So this is where I'm at. On a Word document, I do have a little bit of an outline of some of the things I want to do, but I don't have what I want to say, how to stay on topic, how to prepare for questions that might pop up and I don't know the answers to, things I have to read. There are also some things that if I actually manage to share screens, there are things that I want to set up so I don't have to go, oh, wait a second, let me find it. I don't remember where I put it, you know. I want to avoid all that, and like I said, it takes preparation. Don't mean to create any sort of suspense, but let's see how this turns out for me. Not complaining, just sharing with you a little bit of reality here. One of the tougher things of having a home business is distractions. I know that, ooh, that was bad lighting. I know you're supposed to really focus on what you're doing, limit distractions, and that's how you become very productive. But being at home, you're kind of obligated to help with certain duties. And while he was actually grocery shopping, I had to check on something in the fridge for him before he purchased something we didn't need. I also got a phone call from my volunteer team, and some other things were going on that I didn't show you. But just if you've ever considered doing home business, whatever it may be, remember you gotta be so disciplined, because goodness, again with the light, yeah, distractions are a real thing when you're home, especially if you have kids.
Se supone que él pase esa información a la próxima persona y no está pasando información como esta. Cuando uno llega allá se encuentra con sorpresa.
Great start to the week with another doctor's appointment. I know, going out isn't great, and you can do consults, I think it's called, but I haven't seen my gastroenterologist in a little over 3 months, and even though I am in remission, very minimal symptoms and the whole thing, my dermatologist sent over my diagnosis of female pattern alopecia and telogen effluvium, so he has to do a physical as a gastroenterologist. It's fine though. I'm taking all the precautions I've always taken. I've been immunosuppressed for 4 years now, and nothing's really changed for me. So I'm just extra cautious when I go to doctor's appointments. Obviously carry hand sanitizer and a travel size Lysol bottle or spray with me. What else can I do? And of course the mask, but that's a given. Woo! I had to turn the car on. It got really hot. It's noon. It's the noon sun. Whew. Anyway, this was a very odd appointment, and I'm not going to make this long because I got to get out of here. It's hot. I didn't see my doctor at first. Apparently he got a new assistant. Things have changed in the last couple of months, and what happened was she took all my information. This is the part that I want to share with you oh my gosh, I'm thinking in Spanish, instruirles, educate you or give you some tips and advice. Always come prepared to your doctor's appointments. This was a fail on my part. I trusted the system because I knew that I told my doctors, everybody I had seen after I saw my gastroenterologist last, I told everybody to send a copy over to my GI, my primary, and basically everybody just tell each other what you've done. I trusted that system, and they didn't have the labs from my primary and my OBGYN. They actually only had labs from January and what my dermatologist did in April. That was very frustrating. I had to look up in my phone my app for one lab and the web portal for the other lab because I got to go to 2 different labs, and then the doctor's assistant was just scrolling through and saying, okay, so let's see, in March you had this, and that in April you had that, in May you had this. Oh, it was so bad. So definitely always go prepared. I always have a little folder or a binder or something with photocopies of all my labs and all my doctor's visits to let them know, oh, you don't have this? Well, here you go. Make a copy and put it in my file. It's just the way things work. But anyway, the doctor's assistant took all my information and looked over everything, and she made a very valid point, something that I know is the way it works. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. She said that the specialist you see is going to diagnose you depending on the area he works on, and that is absolutely true, and I've said that myself. I have to go to my primary, who she said, and these are her words, she puts the 3-ring circus together. And that is very true. I love that analogy. I have my dermatologist, my gastroenterologist, my rheumatologist, my urologist, my primary care, and everybody has different opinions about different things. Oh, I forgot gynecologist. And my primary doctor basically takes all their information and puts it together into one thing to see what's best for you. So we'll see about the spironolactone for the hair loss. I just keep pulling out hairs. That was my multivitamin refill. They just sent it over to the pharmacy. Everything else Crohn's related seems to be very under control. I do have some gastroesophageal reflux disease going on, even though I'm taking a Prizo. They both said that if it's not reaching my mouth, it's not constantly burning, it's normal for me if I have the disease for reflux to occur. I just have to make sure it's not burning, because that can lead to esophageal cancer. And since I'm already at high risk for colon cancer anyway, I just gotta really make sure that everything stays under control. The newest thing on this medical side of my life is that I'm gonna start seeing a nutritionist right here actually. And she does more keto diet planning consulting, because keto has proven to help with hormones and something else. I don't know, I gotta read more about it, but I already started doing a modified paleo diet. I say modified because I do keep eating some things that are not paleo approved, and I know I can tolerate them since I already have such a limited menu for my life. But I'm still gonna come here. It was actually suggested by my dermatologist to cover all the bases of things that contribute to hair loss. So I'm gonna see the nutritionist, which means that I'm gonna have to keep a food journal, a strict food journal for the next couple of days, and come show her this is what I consume in a day for these past couple of days, and she can probably tell what may or may not be contributing to hair loss, weight loss, inflammation, so many different things. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited for that one. But there you go. That was my follow-up for today. Got another follow-up in 3 months, which is actually to schedule my next colonoscopy, endoscopy, clean out the polyps from my stomach. Oh, not gonna be great. It's gonna be after summer. So I better really make the best of summer as best I can with this whole COVID thing going on. Here, I'm on my way to my new nutritionist to talk about keto diets. Stopped vlogging until I get to catch up some more. I actually ran out of space to store my clips.
My husband is trying to be creative and use his little thing from deployment to boil some eggs, since everything is electric in this home.
We'll have some family stuff going on that I'm not at liberty to share. All right, I told him his shrimp died and we're not taking him out. Poor little guy.